And welcome back, everybody,
Cool.
to Minor Illusion. My name is Leva, and tonight we're going to be doing our final short story for the season. And this time we're finally going to get to see our Yoang T's bit of his history. And did I mention this is all going to be done on Dungeons and Dragons? So, short stories, as usual, feature, at the moment, just one particular character. Just give you a direct focus on that particular character itself, and we'll get some fun along the way. Short stories coincide in the history of the main story that we showcase every Monday, and this gives us an opportunity for our characters to flesh out their characters, get some backstory built, and just drop on special events and things that happen along the way. And it helps define what they are, even set some goals that they gaps in the character's progression development as they were coming up to when they met the party in Port Samir. In this particular sense, we'll be delving back in time once again, where the character itself will just be dreaming of a memory. And as always, it is Anphalos. It is this guy. How you doing, like? Are you doing the
Man,
Randy Orton pose?
I don't know. I'm doing something. Don't know what I'm doing.
You know, one thing I've wanted to do here recently is that
What?
I want to fuck around with something for a second.
Oh no.
That's
No,
fine.
no. You have to do this when I'm here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You'll like it.
I'd better. You are moving yourself.
Yeah.
What is das?
I just makes myself into a bigger boy.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, don't do that.
I'm a big boy now.
It's like the ineffable face of death.
Ooh. But that's
Big
much
beard.
better.
Big bearded Zordon over there.
Rangers.
Rangers! Aye, 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 aye! Rangers!
We got a song for Alpha 5.
Did
There we
they?
go. I look much bigger in person. I'm not like a little tiny little speck about that size of my finger. I actually now take out a part of the screen.
Oh!
Anyway,
Fuck's sake.
this is terrible. So, one night,
Hello.
Selfanos, he's done searching, reading, defending, fighting, getting imprisoned. Don't drop that. I heard you dropped the bar of soap in prison when you were incarcerated with Mantra.
Impossible.
But one night, after slaving away over the books, trying to read, discover, detect, find, source information on a temple, or even strange alchemical or magical abilities that would help you achieve your goals, you decided to retire back into your chambers at the tavern. Alanaf nods as you go upstairs. You hit the hay. Takes a little while to fall asleep. As your mind's still running thoughts after thoughts after thoughts. And you think, I need peace. I need to have nothing in my mind whatsoever. And your mind slowly drifts into a state of unconsciousness. But it takes that thought with you. And then you all of a sudden... and all of a sudden... nothing but a desert all around you.
Oh no.
The gust of wind. You look behind you. You see a trail that seems endless left by you.
Well, that's just a mess. Ignore that.
In the sand, nothing but foot trails behind you. Expanding forward. It seems endless behind you. The heat sweltering. It's dry. You feel that your baggage, your supplies is very light. You know you've not got much food or water left. You look ahead, you don't see anything other than just rolling sand dunes, hills of sand, the odd bit of flat tundra land. You hear something. As you grab onto your stave, you look around. You hear a groan. Give me a perception check.
Oh no. I have a 16.
Perfect, that's fine. You see these four figures ahead of you moving from west to east, with you heading northwest.
Right.
If you continue at your actual pace right now, you would not intercept them, but probably fall behind them, but not by much. You can see them very clearly enough to see that they're also lumbering. And seemingly quite thin looking. You begin to immediately notice those are walking corpses.
How many?
4.
4 undead.
Sorry, 3. Apologies.
3. 3 undead.
I had to change that. Because if you thought that 4 of them, you would die.
Excellent! 4 undead this far from the city. Is there any way to kind of get past them?
It's a massive open desert.
Right,
So just go around.
They're going to see me no matter what.
Well, that depends. Can you move across without... Well, are you wanting to try and sneak past them?
Preferably, but I don't have a good stealth. No, I do not have a good stealth number.
Go ahead, roll stealth if you want to try and get past them.
16. Need a bonus because I've got no bonus to it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's a very... As you're stepping across, let's get some music to really sit through the atmosphere. You won't hear, unfortunately, but I will, and so will the stream. You guys will love it.
Excellent.
As you stay low, and you try to use whatever cover you can in moving across, you get to within about 200 feet of them. Then 100 feet.
Oh god.
And one at the back stops.
Oh god.
It's facing this way. It's a human, or was a human. It's looking right at you.
Excellent.
Jaw hanging, yeah, going in a screech, and then all three begin running towards you in the desert.
Okay. Let's get an Eldritch Blast ready.
Yep, pop into combat. We're gonna bring up the. We do bring up the right one. Astral's changed a little bit,
Oh god.
but
How?
oh, you see.
I am panicking already. Can't do this to me. I'm scared. I've got fear. Right. Cool. I'm in, all I see is darkness. Darkness.
Have you joined? I don't see you joined.
I have joined. Says me, I'm on the right hand side to you and me.
What map do you see?
A black screen.
Well, let me restart it.
I'll back out. It's back out.
It's Fethin. Ending session. Join game.
Please excuse us while we resolve our technical difficulties.
I hop in.
Someone of the Dark Wings, bada bing.
Would you like to roll initiative further, and we'll get that sorted out as well.
Well, you're gonna love it. Still just a black screen for me. I thought that's a bad roll. There's that 9 come back to haunt me. Is it something on my end?
Do make sure this is assigned to you.
Do I need to do it in my player menu?
1 second, I'm just going to assign this back to you and see if this helps. Anything?
Nada.
Had this before? You may want to restart your browser.
Excellent. Bada bing. Using Chrome, it usually works with Chrome. Astro. Enter. Enter the astral land.
Alright guys, you had a bit of a problem there. So
Shockingly.
what did you get finished with, sorry?
9.
Shocking.
It came back to haunt me. Still a black screen. Let me try an Opera. Which seems to have about 100 tabs open. Boy. Sorry about this. Don't know what's acting up. Because we used it the other night, or the other week there, sorry.
Yeah, they've definitely changed it. Do you have anything like even the side panels?
It was coming up with the side panels. Aye.
Is it a little different to you?
But just know the map.
Does the position of the panels and that different?
A wee bit.
Yeah.
The fact that they were even visible is different, because they're usually no there. Coming in Opera, see if that makes any difference at all. This looks a bit different on this browser. Loading 0 out of 3. There we go, I can see sand, it's flickering like hell.
Is it
Close
gone?
window. No, I can see me and 3 zombies.
Select yourself.
It must have just been...
No, it's the dynamic lighting.
Aye, I can see me.
Right, that's a bit of a problem.
What do I need to do?
No, that's fine. Give me a second. So if you select yourself.
What, bottom right? Bottom left, sorry?
Yep.
Yep.
So if I do that, can you still see yourself?
No.
That is weird. So, dynamic lighting is broken. Great. Oh well.
We'll get it working. Just not tonight.
Okay.
You know, you'll be desperate to show off your fancy new toy. And I've just come in and absolutely snookered it. Get my character
I'm
sheet.
just rolling some health. Oh, you're lucky. These guys have all rolled below their average. What's your hit points?
39.
Perfect. I'll track your HP for this.
39 if I go with my waking HP.
That's fine. Perfect. Okay.
Go.
Here we go. It's the one that looked at you. He's now moving towards you with quite some pace.
Right. We'll target that. Oh no, it'll be my turn, will it?
10. He gets to there.
Oh, for fuck.
He dashed. Next one up.
He didn't half.
No, apologies. He got to about there.
Did you like
he's,
me?
He's got 20 feet movement, not 30. But this guy has 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
And then this guy's next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your turn.
I'll target this cretin directly in front of me
Cool.
with a nice Eldritch Blast. I think we'll start off the evening as we mean to go on.
Yeah, go for it. Roll for the first attack.
I've got a 16, 9 plus 7.
That's a hit.
That
Roll.
9 again. I fucking knew that 9 was going to be a problem.
That's a hit.
Roll for damage. 5. Nothing special.
That's fine.
And
Next attack.
the second beam's going to go for him as well. I'll just do the same again. 13.
That's a hit.
And damage is 8.
Awesome.
And can I use my bonus action, please, for the first time ever? You're witnessing it here, folks. The first time I ever use a bonus action to use Misty Step,
Alright, go for it.
which requires me to use a padded slot, but it does say a bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action still use spell slots.
And I get to teleport 30 feet away, so
6 squares.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hehe. Get fucked.
That's 25 feet. Do you want to go one more step?
Aye, going. If that's only 25, I'll go one more.
Awesome.
They'll catch me instantly, but at least I've tried.
No, that's fine.
You scum-dead bastards.
Happy with that?
I'm happy with
Or
that.
do you want to move?
I can move as well, can't I? Can I?
Yeah.
If I've attacked?
You've attacked. You've got bonus. You've done your bonus action. You've still got your movement.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
That's fine. Anything else you want to do?
No. We'll not start celebrating yet.
Perfect. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1,
Get away.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go straight towards you. He's just reached you. Can't do anything yet. And this is the last one. 2, 3. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all beelining towards you. And it's your turn now.
I think pack slots if I go up to. If I go with spells I can see. Yeah, that's what I couldn't see. Right. I am going. Do zombies count as humanoids?
Yeah. Oh no, they're undead.
They're undead, so they don't count as humanoids.
Nope.
One of these days I'm going to get to use that spell. Every time I remember I've got it, it's always something that's non-human.
Oops.
I'm going to do something spicy. I'm going to use Hunger of Hadar.
Oh no.
which requires a dexterity save of 15.
Where are you going to pop
How wide is it? Is it 15 feet in it?
15 feet, so it'll be three. It'll be 3
It's a
feet.
20 foot square, 20 foot sphere.
Yeah, so when you hit a point, it expands in 4 square stretch in all directions.
15, 20. So if I put it like here, where I'm pinging,
That's fine.
because then it should, in theory, consume the zombies and no me.
So where you put it, sorry?
Here.
That's within range of you.
Is it?
Yeah.
2, 3,
1,
4.
2,
Aye,
3,
that's
4.
fuck.
Move it back 1.
Aye, so I can move and then I'll do it.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm out of range. Now.
Does a 18 hit?
With mage armour. Yes. Of course it does. I live in the dream that one day it will not. I'm no Niall, I can't tank 18s.
Takes 6 points of slashing damage from a claw attack.
6. So 3. I did the math in my head, that was horrible.
So no, I'm tracking that for you, remember. But yeah, further free now.
Right. I forgot about opportunity, bastard. Ricera. Should I use Mist? No, I can't use Misty Step again.
Technically you could, but I know you use Void Valdar. Okay, and
Aye,
now
I used
using.
Hunger Header.
Okay. Just trying to grab something. I will just use that as a little thing. And I do this. Boom. Okay, dexterity saves.
Yep. 15.
Just reading this. Hunger of Hadgar.
Hunger of Hadar, Hadar.
Okay, dexterity save. We'll do the zombies first. Pick up my extra to dexterity, so they're probably going to fail. So 15, yeah?
Yeah.
They both fail, and for the husk zombie, he also fails. Roll your
There's
damage.
something that wasn't Eldritch Blast.
Roll your damage.
Oh, Daryl damage, right. So, any creature that... I don't know, do they take damage immediately? I think it's if they start their turn in the area. They take 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed in a dex saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage, right?
So basically, they will all be taking some damage. Well, actually, hold on a minute. So they've only to take this dexterity save at the start of their turns?
If they end at the end of their turn,
What's the
they
shadow
must
damage?
it doesn't say. It generally says this sphere counts as difficult terrain, and if they start their turn, they take 2d6 cold.
There's also shadow
If they end
damage.
their turn, it's acid. Is it?
No, oh, maybe not.
No, if they
So
start
any
on it,
creature that starts the turn takes 2d6 cold damage. Okay,
aye, if they end, it's acid.
so are you doing anything else?
I can't cast another spell. I can only really move. Another 25. If I go 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, move up diagonally like that.
Okay. So Zombie 2's going to start first. So he failed this check. So he takes 2d6 cold damage.
Yes.
Roll for it.
6. Hilariously.
Perfect. You hear a screech.
And it counts as difficult terrain, whatever that means.
That means they can move at half speed.
I don't know.
So 1, 2. This is as far as he gets. And he's going to end his turn, roll the acid damage. Oh no, is there another deck save for the acid?
Must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage.
Right, so there's no. Right, so we've already done the deck saves here. Roll your d6. 2d6. They're going to get hit by both hits anyway.
9.
9. Ooh.
This spell's more useful than I thought. I thought it was just to scare some people.
So as this thing runs towards you, you see it getting frosted over, and it tries to chase you down. All of a sudden, you can just see it withering away into nothingness as it perishes
Consumed by
immediately.
the void.
Indeed.
That's what you like to see. To see some death.
Roll 2d6.
Ah!
Hasambi's up next.
That is a nice juicy 8.
8 points. Perfect.
2 4s.
As you see, Hustleby being caught with the freezing, but is still running towards you. Spends 2 points getting out of the void, so that's 4 points of movement. 1, 2, 3, just missing distance, so it closes down on you.
Right.
Final zombie takes his 2d6 and then do another 2d6 so he can't get out in time.
3. Not so good that time.
Yep.
And then I failed his check, so... 6 and 2. A nice 8.
8. Perfect. Okay.
He's still alive. Bastard.
Yep.
Right.
So that will be your turn.
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast on this zombie husk, please.
Go for it.
Does a 14 hit?
It does hit.
That's the lowest I've ever rolled, I think. I try and kiss. So 7, that's 7. 1d10 plus 4. 0? Was that? Oh no, it's. But what? Alright, so the 0 on a d10 counts as a 10.
Yeah, you don't just click the button that says damage.
Aye, I did. And it came up with the 0, and it said 14. I was like, that can't be right, it must be broken. But if that's 14.
So
Because the
thing-
dice said 0, I get confused. I thought, wait.
So as this thing runs up to you to attack, you just shoot it in the face. And all of a sudden, its head is completely blown off, and it just crumbles before you.
Kaboom. And then the second beam, I'd like to target this last remaining
Go for it.
zombie, please. Does a 26 hit?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Go for it.
1d10 plus 4, we have...
One short of a crit.
A 7 plus a 4, we have 11.
So yeah, that first one comes up to you. Bang! Splatter everywhere. And then you just bring up your arm again. How do you want to do this?
I would like to blow its legs off, and when it's crawling, shoot another beam into its head.
Fire off. Beam misses and then catches it in the leg, and as it falls, the rest of the beam just hits it in the knee, and then it curls up here, and then poof.
Whee. Nice. I like this.
So you managed to get through that.
A Hunger Hadar was good, I liked that.
Okay, we'll come back to that a little bit later. Now that's over and done with.
I don't need Astro now.
Not for now. You can close it down if it's resource hungry on you. If not, keep it open.
I'll back it to the main menu and then I'll join in again if I need to.
That's it. So, like scratch. You scratched in the arm as you tried to run away previously, when you dropped the Hunger Father down.
Have I got any medical supplies on me? I'm just checking that. No. I don't. I want a smile, I suppose. And I assume I'm just in the middle of this endless desert where I cannot see any signs of civilization whatsoever.
You're still walking in the direction you were going in. Do you want to do anything with the bodies or anything else? You just want to keep walking?
I'll search them.
Give me an investigation check.
Anything worth having. No, that's not really. I think that was intimidation. 12 plus my 5, so 17.
17. So yeah,
17.
as you go through them all, you can see mostly commoner items. Never wearing an armor or anything else. So these were completely individuals, all human.
All human.
You can see where they've been scratched, where they've been cut open. You can see damage from weapons. You can see where the wood had festered and it's made them all to turn into where they are now. And as they just sit there motionless. They don't have anything of worth on them. Their clothes are destroyed. No weapons at all. Sorry?
Were those undead part of the army that attacked the city?
No, these are common. Well, you don't know.
It's hard to tell.
They weren't. The undead that attacked your city itself wasn't exactly all soldiers.
Right.
They're not Yuan Ti, and they're not. They're all human.
Right.
It's a bit strange, but they're all commoners. From the limited idea what you can do with clothing, you can see one was a merchant, another one used to be a butcher. These are just maybe even farmers. They're just ordinary people.
Well, in that case, I will keep moving.
This music's fucking freaking me out, by the way.
What?
I can hear zombie groaning in the background of this music.
Alright.
It's like, what the fuck? More like that, yeah, but a little bit quieter. Okay.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, you go ahead and make a survival check and see if you can just try and keep yourself going.
Survival. Well, it's not great, it's an 11.
No, that's fine. You two are walking along. You come across a whole many. You see a lot of mass up ahead of you. Mm-hmm. Little things, like little rocks or pebbles. Do you want to look at them, or are you not bothered by them?
I'll look at them for like a safe distance.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. 15.
Perfect. No, these are all burnt corpses. I mean, completely really down to ash.
How recently? Like, is the ember still warm, or was that a while ago?
Can't tell from this distance.
Right. Oh. Move a bit closer then and try and ascertain how old the fires are.
Okay, so as you come up, the ground is scorched. Some of the sand here is also glassed. As you get closer, there's no active embers or anything like that. This is definitely a horrible smell of burning flesh. If you've ever seen... Give me a medicine check.
I think I know what's fucking coming here. Medicine. There it is. Load, come on. 14.
That's fine. Yeah, there's some very hot fire. The state these people are in. I mean, you can see some of them wearing armor. They're just even the metal's completely melted away. Something very hot has burned these things. These people.
So dragons.
It could be. Could be a phoenix. It could be many things. Could be a fire elemental. Something very hot. You look about, assuming if you want to believe it was a dragon, you don't see anything in the vicinity, and if nothing in the air, that would imply there's a dragon nearby. But from your medicine check as well, you can say this happened probably a couple of days ago.
Right.
The ground is only warm to the normal desert heat. A lot of the corpses, half the corpses are already buried.
I will keep moving a wee bit quicker to get away from that then, I suppose. Try and get away from that site as quickly as possible.
That's fine. Survival check.
Survival, bada bing. 12, and I've got a +2, so 14.
Okay. So,
Should we just click them, shouldn't I? That'd be easier.
a couple hours. Let's say, yeah, about 1 hour has passed, give or take. From your perspective, you're not really tracking the time. You just can see the sun slowly just moving across the sky, very slowly. You can look behind you, you can still see the area, not the actual corpses, but you can still see the area of where it was. It's too far away now to actually see the individual corpses. You notice after you come over a dune, there's this ledge of rock that sort of that's kind of going in both directions, quite very far, left and right. There's a little slope, probably about 15 feet high.
Right. And can I see what's at the top at all?
Just more desert.
More desert. Excellent.
More or less.
Just what the doctor ordered.
You know the area. You know this is. You know this ledge, this stone ledge, has existed for way before you were even born. It's just the way how the land is formed. But the ledge itself says for miles. Probably could add weeks to your journey if you went left or right.
So I need to go up it.
If you can, yeah.
Aye, I'll go up it.
As you notice as well, you do see a lot of rocks, things all sitting on top everywhere. The ground is all some loose. A lot of them are loose. Some of them are stationary. A lot of the side of the we'll call this a very small cliff. It's also cracked. The heat does that.
Right, I'll try and traverse it. I'll try and climb up it.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. You had to be athletics.
No, it's climbing. It has to be.
15.
Oh, that's fine. You're perfectly fine. So you're getting up. Grab a group. Make good work of it. As you get up, you grab a rock, pull yourself up. That rock gives. But you still have plenty of leverage on this side to keep going, and the rock falls. Boom, 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 boom.
God.
Quite a loud thud onto the ground itself. A few more follow, and a larger one just falls over. Makes a louder thud. Then an eerie silence. Nothing else. You get up, and as you get to the top, you look around. You see nothing around you.
Nothing. Just more desert.
Just more desert. You know you've gone north. You reckon you know this has always been north of your home. You also know that there used to be tracks at the side of the cliff. Those tracks have not been travelled well recently. You used to see tracks where people, camels, horses, carriages, everything that would normally walk this way. There's nothing. As if nothing's walked here for weeks. The sand has just recovered the carving of the desert that was carved out from people, from the traffic that used to walk here. So it's harder.
Can I try and follow the trail that's there?
Make a survival check, see if you can try and anticipate where the trail was.
+2. 10.
Okay. So you're going to assume that you're safely are following the trail. You're not quite sure.
Right.
There's literally almost nothing left. It's almost been completely reclaimed.
Right. Okay.
The heat is bearing on you. It's also breaking your concentration. You might be following the desert or not, but you know where the sun is, so you know which direction is north. It's behind you, so you know. As long as you keep the sun behind you, you're going north until it starts going down.
Right.
Okay. And
Elon. I love you too. Go away.
5 hours of...
Sorry, cats
No,
and
it's
man goes distracting me.
So 5 hours of dragging yourself. You feel it's hard to lift your legs, to keep walking. Your hand starts to bleed from holding the staff for so long. Lean on it, everything starts to ache. There's a second cat.
Of course, she'll have heard Charlie meowing. She'll be like, what the fuck's going on? Am I missed out something?
Everything hurts. But if you stop, you know
I might not start again.
you know the proper time to stop is when you can't see anything, because you don't have a light source, and you know, given what's happened, using a light source in the night would be the worst thing to do. So you might as well just hang it up for a night.
Have I got supply? I take it I'll have got supplies to camp.
Give me a perception check as you're walking.
Yeah, that is a 13. Nice and lucky.
There's a very low, barely noticeable tremor. It's persistent for quite a bit of time, but it's so light you cannot pinpoint where it's coming from. After a little while, it stops completely.
Right.
We can have a survival check to see how we're doing on our journey.
15 this time. Slightly better.
Yeah. So still another walk for another 6 hours. So it's starting to get late. So the sun is starting to drop into the thing. So you've adjusted your direction to figure out where to go. Over the last 6 hours, you notice that same tremor another dozen times, give or take. On occasion, it's a bit heavier than before, and it's a little bit lighter. On this occasion, it's a lot louder and a lot more intense than it was before. But it's still quite light. It's not very noticeable, but you're starting to become quite aware of it. That you know something's happening, but you don't know what.
Sure.
You've still got some daylight left. Still no civilization, but you can see as the deserts are starting to slope down into a basin. You can see the mountain range far off to the distance. It's very hard to see it clearly because of the heat swelling the horizon, but you can see the mountains up ahead. You know you're only maybe 100, 200, 300 miles away from Bracken, or another city that you know that was in this direction. You know, cities near the mountains that belong to the Dosh Kingdom.
So I'm getting gradually closer.
Gradually closer, but it's still a very long walk. You don't see anything around you with your normal perception that you've been holding that implies any sources of water. No sign of any traffic, people walking. You can't see anything. The desert just rolls and rolls and rolls. You're surprised and glad you've not encountered any desert sandstorms, so that would really hamper your ability to travel.
Yeah.
Do you have the create water spell?
No.
No, that's fine.
I've got ray of frost. I could freeze some sand and wait for it to melt, and
It just becomes harder sand.
it becomes hard sand.
What's a frozen rock? A rock.
A sand pole.
Give me a nature check.
Nature.
Because you are becoming a little bit desperate here, because you know you've only got a bit of food, and you can see how far away the mountains are, and you know they're still several days away, and you know you're going to be too exhausted to reach them before you probably would die before you reach them.
13 plus my 2.
15, okay. There might be an opportunity to find wildlife that you can eat from, you can find some hydration from, but that will require a bit of foraging and probably a bit of time. Maybe some scorpions if you're lucky, a snake. Nothing.
I can speak to snakes.
Indeed.
Just remembered that then. Randomly. Right, I'll have a wee quick. I'll have a forage.
Give you a survival check.
I'll have a forage and see if I can find any food or water or anything. Oh, that is a good roll. Spinning! 21.
Okay. No
19
water.
plus 2.
Absolutely no
What?
water.
Bah.
You're looking around. Usually you probably see a bird off in the distance that would be hunting itself for food, but there's been no birds around. That's something you just spotted. You've just realised. Well, not spotted, it just knows. There's no wildlife of any kind. You do see one scorpion, but it's already dug straight into the earth. It was down under before you even had a chance to even flinch a muscle, and it was quite a bit away. There's almost nothing out here. If you're gonna catch an insect or reptile or any sort of creature, you're gonna have to be quick. But it's hard to even move. At this moment, you just close your eyes and try to walk and just listened, trying to conserve your energy. The tremor's coming again. That's really oh god, it's shaking. The sand is moving under you.
Can I get out of the way of that at all?
At this point, I'll need you back on Astral for initiatives.
I suspected this. Right.
What's your initiative?
That's a good question. Oh, fuck. 2.
That's right.
I suppose there's only 2 years, so.
Are you sure about that?
Well, there's only me and whatever else is out there.
Okay.
I'm zooming out.
Okay. So the surprise round. What's his attack roll? It's plus 14. Okay.
So I assume my pack slots are still used up.
You've had time to have a short rest, so just give yourself full stats. Get your pack spells back, everything back, because you had time to rest after your fight with the zombies. You took a moment to get some gather yourself because you did get hurt. You patched that wound because you're not sure how the thing with the zombies has come about. You don't know if it's just a simple wound or if you have to die all right.
Right, okay. Cool.
Okay.
Show me what evil we've got in store.
What evil have we got in store? Oh dear.
What evil do you have in store?
You move back quite quickly, you scamper away as the ground actually shakes, and all of a sudden the sand just comes out of nowhere. It goes everywhere. Sand bursts out everywhere.
A sandworm.
No,
A purple worm.
You just see something that's towering. So this is you, and this is the worm. It just comes out the thing, and it's now looking down at you.
I don't suppose that counts as a snake, so I can speak to it.
It's a giant fucking worm. These things have been known to destroy cities.
Oh, good. It's come for me. Little old me. Fuck. Okay.
So that's its turn. You're up next.
I am going to use something I have been wanting to use for a little while. I'm going to use True Strike.
Okay.
So I get a brief insight into the target's defences, see what it's weak against, what it's strong to. It's a concentration up to 1 round. 1 action it costs.
So you know it has some natural armor, so it's not armored. It's natural armor it has. It has no resistances of vulnerabilities or vulnerabilities of any kind.
Right, so
It is not immune to any status effects or conditions.
good. You're better off checking, aren't you? You're always better.
You now have advantage against it as well, don't you?
I think so. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, provided the spell hasn't ended, which I won't end it myself. Unless it kind of ends my concentration for me, then no. The only other thing I can think of to do is to move away from it, but if I move away, I'm going to lose range in the spell. So I'll just stay where I am and hope it doesn't kill me in 1 shot. Praise the gods, I suppose. Help me, Anakin. Help me!
What are you gonna do?
I'm just staying where I am so I don't lose my concentration.
What do you mean? You can still move, you can still do stuff.
Aye, but the spell range is 30 foot. So, if I move 30 feet away, I'll lose my advantage roll, won't I?
Okay. Alright.
Fuck. If it kills me in 1 shot, fuck it, it kills me in 1 shot, I suppose, but... we already know I've got my Bard Ranger ready, go.
You can't die in this.
You'd be surprised what I can do. My cat go. Ah, she's away, that's a sign of bad luck. It's a bad omen. This is an ill omen.
Pop. So, first up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Reinforcements.
He's coming out with a short. This guy's coming up the desert with a short bow. Poof. That's a 20 to hit, and it hits.
Where the hell have they came from?
Wow, that's a lot of damage. 4, 8 points of damage to the purple worm. And he rolls again for his second attack. That's a hit. 4. 11.
11!
And again.
Well, I thought
That's a
that.
6. And that's a 6 plus 6. That's a miss. Okay. You see someone else, this Dragonborn running up with this giant ass maul.
Oh.
Looks like it's been some sort of heavy armor regalia, sporting a symbol of some kind of deity you can't see from here. You gets about this close.
The raid party.
And you see, put his hands together and just separate them as this giant gold ball appears. Throws guiding bolt.
Spirit bomb. That's the Dragon Ball Z fandom would call it.
That's a 16 hit and it does hit.
Need to reroll.
46. 4. Seven points of radiance damage. And she turns forward and goes, now! Oh, the dragon, sorry. The dragon moves and goes, now! And all of a sudden, you see this evoker literally conjure this massive form of energy between his fingers. It's a fireball.
Oh fuck.
And he throws a 6th level fireball at the beast.
Fucking hell. Save some for me, man. Come on. I want a shot in.
So that is a deck save. That's a fail. So what we're looking at. Okay. $12d6 fire damage. 7. 13. 18. 24. 30. 34 points of fire damage.
Fucking hell.
The purple worm turns around and looks towards one of the two below it and just dives down and goes to bite. This is actually quite terrifying. He comes in, smashes into the fire, and engulfs him. Swallows him.
Yeah.
Poof.
Is he dead?
He has taken a fuck ton of damage. 3d8 plus 9.
Wow. Excuse me.
Indeed. 7,
He gonna die.
9, 18 points of piercing damage. And he must make a dexterity saving throw.
Put a couple of
That's
good
a
eyes
fail.
back.
Comes up. Nowhere to be seen.
It's gonna be a Men in Black. I think he's gonna cut his way out for the inside. He's got it.
6, 9, 17 points of acid damage. As he gets
Nasty.
digested. Excuse this. Oh, sorry. You meant to move up there. Okay, and he's going to use his second attack. All of a sudden, its tail comes around and darts down towards the Dragonborn. Dragonborn's like, that is a 31 to hit. And takes a fuck ton of damage. So that's 7, 9, 16 points of piercing damage. And must make a Constitution saving throw. That's a natural 20, it's an automatic save. So he takes half as much damage. So it takes half of 12d6 poison damage. It's 11. 15. 27. 34. 43.
Now you're just showing off.
52. So he takes 26 points of poison damage. So you see him clutches his arm.
Damn.
He turns around and just yells towards someone. Says, "Sahuma, shoot it!" This girl brings up her longbow. And just aims. Clutches her eye, gets a good bearing on it, activating Archer's Eye, and rolls an attack. And that is a 28 to hit.
You can't even know how to look at the size of the fucker.
So that's 12 points of piercing damage. And she aims again. That's a 9. Our missus comes over and just lands next to you, and you're like, whoa. You see this other dude over here in the corner. Run up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Comes up behind the cleric. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes around, gets ready to start stabbing away, looks at you and goes, gasp at you.
Who does?
The girl.
Oh. The girl?
The high elf girl
Gasp.
right in front of you. It's your turn.
Well, in between giving the high elf girl a puzzled look and being confused with why she's gasping at me, I am going to target the purple worm. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yep. With Mind Sliver.
Okay.
I'm spicing it up tonight, I'm telling you, I'm trying to know how to use it.
Where is that? Oh yeah.
So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw of 15
15, okay.
or take 1d6 psychic or 2d6 psychic damage, sorry, because it's 5. I'm at level 5. And
So that's a 6 minus 5. That's a 1.
right. Good. So it takes 8 points of psychic damage.
Awesome.
And if I was to make another saving throw before the end of my next turn, you have to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes. Before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Don't worry, the revolver will come out soon.
So
If I go for
So-
bonus actions, not much.
awesome.
That's me. Oh, oh no, I was going to roll advantage there, but I don't really need it there. Is that true strike going? Right.
Yeah. No, you don't get advantage on saving rolls.
Ah,
You're not really doing anything. So that's a hit.
I suppose that evoker at the back's echo, is it?
So he's got more than half his damage. That's good. Right. Slash.
the fighter.
You hear a screech. So it's 6 to 6. 12. 24 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
And his next attack. This is good. 3, 5, 10 points of slashing damage. And his final attack. 9, 9, 18 is a hit. Wow. He hits.
I know. This man, he is a psycho.
15 plus 5, 20 points of slashing damage. The worm is screeching really loud, and all of a sudden, and fighter just rolled out.
Out rolls a partially digested fighter.
Welcome back. This is the Dragon Ball to the human. Oh. Use his sword to get back up again. Okay.
This man crazy.
He's already used that slot, so he's got none of those left. Okay.
What you doing?
Picking something to use.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That usually means someone's going to die.
So he's going to cast a 4th level spell. Sorry, healing word at 4th level. So that's 4d4 plus
Creaky throwing.
plus 3. So 4d4 plus 3. So that's 3, 5, 7, 10 hit points back to the champion. The fighter. And then he is going to turn and use Sacred Flame.
I know that spell.
That does actually save. Holy shit! No, he doesn't. He can't have. 15 minus what? 2. He does save.
But the worm?
The worm dodges it. So,
Is that?
He
That's
said,
with the 4 I is because you said minus 2 I.
yeah. Oh, you had that 5th level spot. That's the wrong one. Okay, that's fine. I'll know for next time. Okay. Evoker goes. Puts his hand together. Sparkles between his fingers. And he just goes. Fires a 5th level lightning bolt.
Oh fuck.
That's another deck save. He saves.
What the
He
fuck?
takes half damage. He takes +2 to the basic. So it's 10d6, and then half of that. Wow.
What is this? Fisherman James?
7, 16, 21,
21.
25, 30. So it takes 15 points of lightning damage. And he says, "Hey, this Borb's a bit tough." Worm turns around. I actually need to.
Respawn the fighter.
Yeah, there we go.
The fighter reappears with a sudden.
There we go. I can't see the name on that person. Let's Doom Glazer. Get that gun out.
Get the revolver out. It's coming. It's coming.
The worm turns towards the cleric. That's a 23 to hit.
My hand's ready. I'm ready to draw.
Yep. Cleric gets devoured.
Oh, not another one.
So it takes 3d8 plus 9. I know I stick this on you guys.
What?
9, 16,
If you
25 points of piercing damage.
If you set one of these in the part of Salathans, I'll have to come up with a really sarcastic, not another one of these.
And dex saving throw for the priest. The cleric does not save. The priest is gone numb. And shall now take a lot of damage. 10, 16, 23 points of acid damage. That has to hurt.
I mean, you'd think so.
You hear Zohuma, the archer themselves, say, scream, "No!"
No!
Takes a shot. Hits. Hits. Misses, so 2 hits. Nope. We'll add Archer Sight to that one. Hits. Okay, so 3 hits. So that's 12 plus 23. 31. Wow. 46 points of piercing damage.
46 points of piercing damage. Disgusting. I love it. I love it! I love it!
She had advantage. No, don't have advantage because she's raged. The assassin, however, begins edging around. No, stay there because they're flanking. It's that one that's hidden. What are you doing? You're not hidden.
Nah, there you go.
Now Harry's back. So,
Bring back my girl!
that's fine. Cool. Awesome. Pulls out a short sword. And with advantage, she goes to attack. 17 to hit. 17 plus 3, 23. That's fine. It's a hit. And does 4 points of piercing damage. You're thinking that's shite. And dex save, con save by the worm. Target is 15. Worm has a con saving for plus 11. So that's a 22 to save. So that's a save. Does it do half damage? Half damage, okay. 7, 12, 17, 18. 9 points of poison damage. And goes for a second attack. That's a hit. And she's going to include sneak attack to this attack. So she does 8 points.
Damn, sister.
Damage. And then the sneak attack itself does another 46. 7. 15.
Fucking hell.
And then con save time.
Again.
22 to save. So it saves, it takes half damage. So it takes half 7d6. That's 10, 18, 26,
God damn.
27,
Damn, boy.
13 points of damage. So as you see, she shoots up like that, and then you see this girl literally just go, sprints up the fucking worm. She climbs it, and then goes like that, screaming, and it goes and just basically just carves the blade down the back of it, split it wide open, and the cleric is just like that, holding his maul, going, "Hi." And this thing just screams and just falls to the floor. Burst.
Bust. I'm bust.
Mom! It's him! Okay. Your turn is next.
Got my son in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who? These guys?
So the rogue in front of you just turned once she landed, and she says it's him and points to you.
I've never seen you people. Right, well, if they're looking hostile at me, then guess what's getting opened? If they're looking hostile at me, they look like they're going to attack.
Have they?
Do they look like they're going to?
They said it's him.
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt then, because I'm a reasonable man.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I would like to, first of all, put that gun down. And I'll shout to them from my safe distance. Say, what do you want? What do you want?
There we go, that's better. The ranger walks up and goes, "You destroyed everything." Pulls a bow and just aims at you with it. Everybody's weapons are drawn and they're going, "You disgusting Setsafu."
You dare insult me?
It's your life.
You would accuse me of being the very man I seek to destroy?
She looks around to the cleric. Cleric looks to her and the fighter. And the invoker is just sitting there with a fireball ready to go. You're not Setsafu?
No.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 19.
Who are you?
My name is Salathanos, Prince of Hisari. Who are you?
Setsafu's from Hisari.
Setzathu was an exiled scholar of the Kelbeck clan.
Oh, we know. Oh. Losable. Maul now. Sword Lord. The girl in front of you between her and says, "No, it's him!" Stand down and stop. Listen to your mother. Thump! Maul on his shoulder. I've never seen you before. Prince?
You heard me right.
Where's your city? Why are you so far away from your city?
My city was destroyed by the undead. A horde that is no doubt on its way here.
The very horde you speak of has already passed this way. Points over the hill. You don't see it. people are saying, used to be a city called Bracken there. I was in charge of assisting and helping people escape. We're still trying to escape this desert. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw. 12.
That's right, it's a pass. Okay. Feel a bit weary, very weary. Exhaustion is high. You do take a point of exhaustion, which means you now have half speed. Wait,
Where did I put that?
you know, it's just tracked by me.
Alright. I'm at 15 feet of walking speed then.
Nope, you have disadvantage on ability checks. So you don't always start to slur.
So I'm leaving the mustang looking exhausted while trying to look intimidating.
Yep.
Fuck. Excuse me. Right.
Cleric puts his hand down and just goes. And points to you and lifts you up. It gives you a heal, but it doesn't do anything to alleviate the strain on your body. He brings you back up to full health.
Right.
Are you okay?
So I've been walking for... I do not know how long. This desert has taken its toll on me. This is all said while I'm flicking my eyesight between all of them because I don't trust them because they just mistook me for possibly the person I hate the most in the entire world.
The cleric drops his hammer and begins walking towards you. You see him. Everything starts to get narrower and narrower. And all of a sudden, the horizon's like this. It's like that. And it goes up, and everything goes yellow, and then just fades to darkness.
Fuck. Have I died?
You wake up in your bed, in the tavern.
Jerk awake.
Cold sweat.
Making sure I'm actually in the tavern, pinching myself and looking at the window and listening.
Fud,
and all
fud,
sorts.
fud.
Who is it?
Not the door, it's downstairs. You can hear the Fierce flute playing as well. You probably had 4 hours sleep, give or take. It was still dark outside.
Still dark. Right, let me call it there. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Right, okay.
So that's how you basically went through the desert like that. You fought a purple worm. That
I got
thing's
carried to a
huge.
purple one.
You
I
still
got
fought
carried to a fight. I used Mind Sliver, I didn't even use my revolver on it. I'm
it.
upset.
I know. Terrible.
Shocking behaviour for Salathanos this evening. A poor show. No revolver. No meme.
Refresh your character sheet and tell me if you spot something different.
Done. What madness have you inflicted upon me? Fucking hell.
What?
I've gained a lot of health.
You've been given the feat tough. which means every level you gain 2 hit points.
Maximum increase, maximum HP increase. HP maximum increase by 10, right? That I
There you
can
go.
actually read.
You
Oh, fantastic.
weathered that desert so much, you became quite resilient.
Weather the desert. Fuck the desert. I think we can all agree. Fuck the desert. Ah, that's brilliant. The story of how I met the 2 elves. And a fighter and a cleric. And an evoker.
Evoker.
Who I will try to think of names for in my backstory now.
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff. Remember, they were leading a party. These are people. Some of the things come back to you when you sit there and you're in the tavern. You remember these people rescuing you. Initially, in false pretenses that you were the one that just basically doomed the entire desert. They brought you back and they managed to get you to Dosh, which seems to be closer and safer direction than the one that's going, because the horde of undead were moving northward towards the Alarian Empire.
Where they're still fighting. They're still fighting. Fighting, killing, eating, destroying.
After that, you spent most of your time searching, and then you went up to spend some time in the Molduri Empire, researching through the archives for something called Kyber's Tomb.
Yeah.
And you came back to Portsmouth because your intentions were to go to Vasselholt. But all this commotion has caught your attention lately, and you've been sort of in a mix-up with a gnome wizard, a rogue tabaxi, a pompous goblin, a green aggressive paladin,
An evil paladin.
a young, but clearly very skillful, don't know what that is, and
Child.
a bald man that can flip and kick and throw bolts of energy out of his hands. And then a Goliath with a I take no shit business.
A Goliath who I quite like because he saved my life, so fuck it.
There
He
we
gets
go.
he gets bonus points.
We have somewhere to build upon now for regarding you in the actual
I know.
game itself. It's not been easy, but there we go. It can be worked on. There wasn't a lot of roleplay, but it was just mostly exploring, get you to play your character a little bit, and you got to use some spells you've not got to use before. It gets you to do some sort of really cool things.
I've found new magic.
Aggressive.
I'm missing Twitch chat.
Yeah, this is going aggressive. Yeah,
Yeah, slightly aggressive.
there's a concern of how much of a paladin you really are. Is of concern we might need to turn you into a fighter.
Breaker. Oh man.
Maybe Van Zandt needs a near-death experience.
He needs a scare.
Yeah. Getting back in
Needs
line,
a-
it becomes a protector more than a vengeful. Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, finally, episode 8 done.
Finally.
I don't have to do any more Thursday runs for a while. I can have my Thursday back and do what I want for once.
Ooh.
Well, next up, Sunday Raid. We'll be back for that. And then following immediately after that, D&D episode 15. Where the shops have been restocked. Which means we're going to magical items everywhere. Let's see what actually happens that day. And remember, the following Monday we're going to have an earlier start time. Not this Monday coming up, the next Monday. Earlier start time. We're starting at 5 PM UK time. So we're 3 hours early on the stream. This is going to be a much longer stream. It's going to be way more fun. It's going to be a lot of chaos.
Boo.
But Until next time, thank you once again to Dark Studios for the amazing music they've provided here, and Bit Symphony as well, as you can currently hear just now. It's one of their streams. Astro, D&D Beyond, you've all been amazing. Thank you very much, and everyone, thank you very much for joining. Nick, thank you for the hour, 2 hours we've been at this. We had a bit of TP stream. Not much of a revolver, but you did ping off a couple of zombies that were chasing you in the desert earlier. So we did get some revolvers.
Got some revolver. We'll work on it. We'll get more.
Perfect. I'll fight that. I can't touch this. Cast, kill, destroy. Oh, crush. That's a C, not a. Oh well. I see what you're doing. Crush.
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 He's trying to Mortal Kombat crush.
Yeah. Until next time, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time. See you Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.